Hold on, I can't hear you.
We're back in meeting now. Director Baker,
I just want to say thank you again for everyone showing up here tonight, and also for, if you have any other further questions, please reach out to our staff. I'm sure they'll also be here a little bit after the meeting in case you have further questions with them. But again, thank you so much for being here tonight.
I just want to thank everybody for showing up, because I was concerned that nobody was going to show up, but it's good to have the public here. And I guess the only thing that I got to say to the public is that you really need to stay informed of what's going on. That's the problem, you go out and talk to anybody and oh, I didn't know that. So, but it's very important, and this isn't an advertisement or anything, but if you listen to KPRL in the mornings from 6 to 9, you're going to get all kinds of information, not just the district here, but everything that's going on in the county. I mean, you just can't believe the information that you get, on it. And so that's what I suggest to everybody. They say, well, how do you find out? I said, listen to KPRL, 12:30 a.m. And I don't work for KPRL. I listen to it every day. All right, thank you.
the other thing I have to say is that in case everybody thought this is the only people that were curious about what was going on with their rates, we did have people call into the district office and ask questions about their units use and what would effect it would have. So probably over a period of time, probably 100 inquiries that were answered. So add that to the audience here, and that's the effect of this. So public input is important. We listened to them, we gave them the answers that they wanted, and I would like to give everybody out here just a brief comment if you want to make one before we go ahead and adjourn. Anybody has anything else?
So will this item, the rates, be on the next agenda for the May meeting?
So there will be a discussion on the May 23rd regular meeting about, it's specifically about the notice 218 rates, but the board can discuss your rate. But action other than directing staff to bring it back to a future meeting can't be taken on your rate.
Okay. So you want to show up at the next meeting and, if you have to look at stuff.
Or Thursday of the month, 6 o'clock here.
And, voice, your opinion, what you like or don't like, based on for our next board meeting, regular scheduled board meeting.
I thought,
You started. Go ahead.
no, this may not be the time to do it. My question is, I'm curious to know, I was born and raised here where we had cattle and we had almond trees, which don't suck all the water. And now we have vineyards. How is that affecting our rates? I'm just curious, and if this is the wrong and not the appropriate place to say it, that's fine. But I'm curious how that's doing, what that's doing to our water. Is it affecting my rates?
So that's not really affecting your rates. It does have a minor effect on our costs that we have to pay for as part of the Pastoral Basin Cooperative Committee, which that has more to do with. But that doesn't have a huge impact on
Our rates.
on the user rates right now.
Right
if you want, this really isn't.
No, and I'm sorry, I didn't know because it was water.
Yeah, I mean, it is all sort of related. If you want to come down to the office or call down to the office, we'd be happy to explain how that
works.
all interacts.
Okay.
Anybody else? John, do you have something?
Yeah, I just wanted, first of all, I wanted to thank Mr. Baker for coming up with an alternative plan. Thank you very much. My biggest concern is that of all the people that have been told how this is going to work, the phone calls and such, that everybody understands that over the course of 5 years, both rate proposals will take us to the same household dollar amount with the exception of the people that cut way, way, way back in their use. Is that correct?
So what we showed tonight was just the first year, the potential first year rate. So each one of those would have a percentage that it would go up by every year. So the proposal, the Notice 218 proposal was 4.5% the first year and then 5% for 4 years after that. So those rates would go up by that for a period of no more than 5 years. Although it won't get you to the exact same point as we're at right now, it will get to that point and go up a bit or down a bit depending on how much you use.
Okay, so I guess the best way for me to compare it is right now we get 5 units for base rate.
Right.
So that over 5 years on your proposal will turn into $85 roughly for 5 units. Is that correct?
I don't know what that was.
Thank you, Mike.
5% first year, 4% of that.
I was going off the chart, the first chart that was provided, formula that was provided. Because the
5% a year.
the increase was on the,
21% over 5 years. 21% to it.
he's doing the math. That was based on 5 units.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Compounded, that's 24.5%, and that's compounded.
So it goes up more when
That's
it's,
5% of the new rate.
Figures,
I kind of like stuff. My mind goes to like $79.
$79. So what would it be under your proposal?
Oh, that was my proposal, I'm sorry.
Okay,
That would be up to $79.
79. And under the other proposal, the original, I don't have the rates in front of me, I just have the new ones.
So it's 575, so it's,
Yeah, but it goes up every year.
5 units?
It goes up by year.
Yeah, 5 units, will probably be slightly
Let's
less.
look at year 5.
Slightly less between, I think, for the
Yeah.
218, the current 218 process would be
It's
slightly
like
less.
75 cents.
That's not much.
I figured it out at 85.
so 6105.
You're doing 575 straight across the board, or are you going with the increased steps,
I did,
the tiers?
I did 5 units over 5 years, 5% increase a year.
Okay,
Is that misunderstand?
is this the original proposed?
7755, John.
77.5, okay. So they're pretty close.
See, again, on my deal, I'm hoping at 280 a unit, that is people.
But that's gonna go up, isn't it? Won't that go up annually?
It could go up, whatever, I personally, this is just talking to me, for
CPI?
proposal for increases, I would set the maximum increase that we could approve would be based on the CPI.
So I look forward to getting more information about it.
But that needs to be discussed, but that would be something that I would.
Yeah, well, when you do your 218 process, that will all come out in the wash.
Right.
All right. Yeah, I'm in favor of hearing about that.
Okay, any other comments?
I'm in favor of it as well.
Okay, we're going to go to close now. This section is for board comments. Anything is for the board to have an opportunity to make brief announcements, request information from staff, address future agenda items, and report on their activities related to the district business. No action is to be taken until the item is placed on the future agenda. Okay. Anything? Owen?
I make a proposal, or I want it on the agenda, that all the money that we're spending on litigation for the Steinbeck lawsuit can end. It's over. We lost every case.
We can't talk about pending litigation. There's
You can put it on the agenda for.
There was already a request at the planning board at the April meeting to have that on the agenda, so it's already.
Oh, it's already on the agenda.
Yeah, you look, yeah.
All right, okay.
All right, anything?
Not this time.
Okay. We're gonna adjourn.
Fine.
Time is
7:49.
Anybody has more questions you want to